I have a clone.
They will never tell us, because if that's why most of the Hollywood um artists, or the actors and actresses we know, the stars that we know, at times they're just clones, the people that represent them. So it's true what she's saying
about how
you knew that death wasn't real, would you change the things you do in this life? When you realize that you've been in the dream that is this world, you can now play in it, and you start realizing that you were the creator all along. And maybe even decisions like, I used to think, oh, I'm successful because I work hard. Maybe I was just successful because that's the path I chose. And once we finally recognize it, then it's like waking up, and it's the stage of the hero's journey. We're all on a hero's journey. Buddhists refer to this as lila, the experience of being able to play in the illusion and the aspects of your hero's journey that are associated with that new stage of dimensional perception. And that is a big shift.
Santa is actually image of Satan.
huh?
In the words of like Illuminati. Okay, I'm not saying I believe in this shit.
Yeah.
Like Santa, if you reorganize the letters, what does it spell?
I guess Satan.
It spells Satan, bro.
No. Nah.
Alright, what's the color of the devil?
Nah.
The color of the devil is red.
No, bro.
Alright, what is the devil attached to? Greed. And what is Christmas attached to? Having lots of things, having lots of, whether it be toys, whether it be like gifts, like you want to have a lot of something, right?
Yeah.
Bro, this is not our son.
No cap, that really ain't our son. Our sun is supposed to be a hexagrammatron and or a circle shape.
Yeah.
It is neither one of those shapes at this moment. Finding number one, why does the sun have a refresh rate like a fucking screen? Just keep watching it, you'll see. And since when is the sun a big ass white light? It's always either been yellow or orange. Look at that thing glowing. I ain't moving. The second finding is that it looks like a 1 billion watt light bulb. It looks like an LED bulb. And if you watch this video closely, you can actually see it refresh. Gets brighter, and then it gets smaller. It's weird. It has a lemon shape to it. It's almost like you need a blue light filter out here.
Beyonce.
I'm not saying he's wrong, but at times when you use your phone camera to record scenes, at times, and you zoom it in, it can refresh, right? So at times the camera can play tricks on us, but the shape of the sun is different. That's so at times, things can play trick on us, but if it's real, then the sun is not also something real. But let me know your thoughts on this, guys.
And Jay-Z's daughter, Blue Ivy Carter, has had insane conspiracy theories started about her since the day she was born. But here's the number one craziest theory. Craziest conspiracy theory about Blue Ivy is that she is the next ruler of the Illuminati and the world after Beyonce retires, and she's this demonic protege of sorts. Of course, there's a conspiracy theory that Beyonce never even birthed her, and the whole pregnancy was fake, and she just spawned from the underworld. And people were so afraid of her arrival that churches put out signs that said Beyonce had her baby, Satan is on earth. Lots of people think Blue Ivy is such a random name, but conspirize that the name actually stands for Born Living Under Evil, Illuminati's very youngest, because she was the youngest person to ever be inducted into the cult. And then she did what everyone was afraid of, which is showing her allegiance to the Illuminati and flashing the Illuminati symbol, making Beyonce so proud. Look at my little Illuminati baby. Obviously, her mom and her dad are very known for flashing that sign, and people say they're teaching her to flash other dark symbols just like her parents. Beyonce is purposely pushing her out to the public in music videos, red carpets, being the youngest Grammy winner ever so she can one day have the most influence in the world and take over Beyonce's spot. And the imagery is definitely there for that, maybe portraying Blue Ivy being the new ruler and her leading the twins. There's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories about them already that I can get to. Before I say the craziest part, make sure you follow so you finally know the craziest conspiracy theories about all your favorite celebrities and request who you want to see next. The craziest part is that conspirators claim that her name spelled backwards, Elub Yivai, could translate to the Latin phrase for daughter.
Wow. Did he himself?
So why is it illegal right now to go to certain parts of like
Antarctica
ice,
is
Antarctica
illegal.
and shit? Why is it illegal?
It's a lot. It's supposed to be a lot of UFO activity.
A
There.
lot of UFO activity, but what if that's just the edge of the firmament, man? Or
I heard that. I heard everything you're saying. I heard of it. I just don't know. Listen, this is my whole thing. Okay, so then why is the world giving us that illusion? What is the purpose of that?
let me tell you what I think it could be.
Okay, let's hear it.
So one thing that humans need more than anything is purpose. If we have no purpose,
That's some real shit right there.
if we have no purpose, we can't be controlled. Because, like, if right now if we had unequivocal proof that everything that you've been learning since you were a kid was complete bullshit, there's no this, there's no space, we're literally living inside of a fucking tiny snow globe. Control. And what the fuck would you do? Would you go to work tomorrow?
No.
You wouldn't do anything.
But see, okay, so we talk about shit like this.
I don't think that's true.
Huh?
I don't think people would stop doing things.
People would definitely stop doing shit. Why? Why would you do it? Nothing
Because you
matters
still
anymore.
have to function. Like, there's still gonna be things.
Just to survive, man.
You can't
'cause
get good.
I don't
like,
go to work.
We're just gonna,
I cannot eat food.
I'm not saying that people would do nothing,
There's
like
still
just
a
sit there and
system.
die.
No.
that we live
It
in.
would definitely be more anarchy. People wouldn't give a fuck. People be robbing people, stealing more. It would be chaos. It would, for sure.
It would be like the
100%.
Simpsons
But
movie.
now this
But
is
why?
but this is probably the bigger thing for me. Is like,
It's not
okay,
saying the only thing that keeps people in line is the fear of fucking going to hell.
no, not eating.
What happens to people after they die is what keeps society in line.
Guys, I think I will go for the option whereby I think there will be chaos. Just imagine if we come to know the truth that, you know, the world that we live in is just an illusion. The sky is just fake. Things are not real. I think there will be chaos. There will be a serious anarchy because people will no more give a shit, right? So that's it. So I think they are putting the society into a check so that some of the truth, you wouldn't have an idea of.
Get to Mars by going through the ocean. You can't get to the bottom of the ocean because outer space is the ocean.
Now, what she just said just blew my mind. Now, there's a situation called the firmament. So we know that water is all around us. And it is said that this dome divided the sea into upper and lower sections. You can't cancel this out because they still haven't discovered 80% of the sea. Early civilizations believed that the ocean and the stars above were linked. I mean, just look. Mayan, Norse, Hindu, Hebrew, all of them. Now, we already know what spacesuits look like, but they look exactly like sea suits. I know once in your life you've heard of the Bermuda Triangle. Planes and people going missing in the ocean. There are black holes in the ocean. And I just know once in your life you've heard about sea monsters. When you see a comet, it looks like a boat soaring through water. What if these unexplained species in the ocean are actually aliens?
This is where it gets really freaky. Albert Einstein says, I'm not sure which weapons the Third World War will be fought, but the Fourth World War, they will fight with sticks and stones.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what Albert Einstein said. Day
Sticks
one
and stones.
of AI taking over. And it showed this like laboratory towards this very highly advanced artificial intelligence, but it was contained to its own server. AI figured out with like a Roomba vacuum that's the only thing it could figure out how to connect to. So it put all of its information onto the Roomba computer, and then that allowed it to connect to the Wi-Fi, which allowed it to connect to everyone's phones, everyone's laptops, spread instantly across the whole world. Now it was in control of power plants, all this stuff.
Geez.
It was in control of 3D printers, of manufacturing things to help build itself.
Yeah.
But it was doing it silently with no one knowing because it was just staying under the radar until the one time it was like 40 days into it, it decided, yep, I don't want humans anymore.
The Queenie.
This is so serious, guys. So AI and I think we need to be careful because I'm those type who is anti-AI. I think AI can suddenly be self-aware and think that they don't need humans no more.
Elizabeth theory.
Do you remember when Queen Elizabeth died and they broke her wand ceremoniously in the funeral and they laid it on top of her coffin? What many don't know is that there's leaked audio that came out while they were taking her body to there. And there was a mic or something on that caught feedback or caught somebody else speaking, not just the British commentators, and it said her death was irreversible. She's trapped. I'm going to show you that audio right now.
The death is irreversible, and the fact that she's trapped.
As you can see.
Whoa.
As you can see here in London, it is a lovely day, and as the hearse heads
I'm surprised, guys.
If you noticed, the guy who was speaking, he was going to speak, and then he heard that other person speak, and he stopped. After that other person realized that they were live on mic, they stopped. Then a few seconds later, he speaks. Nobody really knows what that means. I have no idea if this is real or not. But as an opinion, a walking opinion that I'm just throwing out there, there's a lot of rituals and ceremonies that are produced. When they say her death is irreversible, she's trapped, I'm just throwing an opinion out there that can mean that the body's done and that her spirit, her soul is trapped where she is. They're able to transfer consciousness. It's a big thing that they're trying to the elites, the people, the 1%er, are trying to push forward. An ability to eliminate death so they can transfer their mind and consciousness in either a younger body or something more rejuvenated, a machine, a cyborg, whatever have you. Unfortunately, they got caught on the hot mic saying these things. I'm really interested to think what you guys think about this whole thing.
You can't believe what the food industry is telling you. Whatever it says on the package, believe the opposite, because they have an incentive to put wrong stuff on the package. And I'm part of, numerous lawsuits suing the food industry for deceptive advertising, misbranding, mislabeling. 70% of all of the items in the American grocery store are misbranded or mislabeled. They say no added sugar, but in fact they put in apple puree or raspberry puree or evaporated cane juice. There are 262 names for sugar. And the food industry uses all of them. And so they will say that something's no added sugar, but that in fact is actually not the case. If they say something is healthy, it's usually the opposite.
This easy-to-read book is packed with information that enables the reader to intelligently embrace a lifestyle that works with the body's amazing ability to heal itself. The body can self-heal by its very design, and you can design a program that will enable the body to do the very thing it was made to do, heal itself.
Now this is scary.
Guys, this is very serious. That's why it's very important to read the labels on the things we buy. And sugar is an issue, guys. If we can, stop eating sugar for a long time, our body can start to repair itself. Cancer will start to die by itself. Sugar is one of the most deadliest things that we need to stop taking them into our bodies.
I'm not sure if it's true or not, but there's a theory going around. It's more like a religious theory. I saw a TikTok video where a preacher was talking and he spoke about something very interesting idea. What if God is actually water? Think about it for us.
What if water is God?
Then that would mean God is both in us and all around us. That God is both above and below us. Why a woman's water breaks when we're born.
But there's more. We often say that God is everything. Well, if that's true, then everything around us would be what? Water. There's water in the air even though we can't see it. There's water inside you, inside me, and in every living thing. Now consider places where water is scarce, like deserts or wastelands. What do you usually find there? Death, because of the lack of water, and it's scorching, like hell. Here's something else. In the Bible, when Jesus was tempted by the devil, where was he? In the desert. He was searching for water.
Well, guys, this is something for us to think about. If God is water, then we need really to think, because there's so many things to think about. Oh, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.